And then it'd be night when Christ was born. I don't know, that note right there throws me off a little. I haven't heard it since, like, I don't know, Christmas or maybe last Christmas. I don't know. I'm literally just going off of, like, memory. So. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night. I don't know. Like I said, if I hear it again, I could probably figure it out. But then the other one was from All Dogs Go to Heaven. The other one that I learned, I taught myself. And the beginning of the song is the one where it's all I have is a picture in my mind how it would be if we were together. Let's pretend that you're far away. Let's say you write to me, and you promise in your letter you'll come home to, oh, that note was wrong, my heart, and then it fucks me up because I gotta hear it again. I think if I hear it again I'll be able to do it, but soon you'll come home to my heart. Soon you'll come home to my heart. So yeah, I'm just teaching myself. Since I probably am not going to get to the yard sale like I intended, I'm probably going to focus more on cleaning and, like, prepping. If I don't sell a lot of the things, I'm probably just going to want to start over. Just get rid of things and start over. I'd rather get them out of the way and have a clean, fresh slate. Even though I don't have the money to replace everything, but whatever. Money comes and goes. I could get one new thing every month or something. Soon you'll come home to my heart. You know, I never thought of myself as a musician. I didn't know I had it in me. And here I am 40 years old and realizing I can feel music. And I never could before, so I don't know why it's different now or what's really changed. But this isn't... I mean, the only thing I could do before, like in the past, was... Hold on. I could do that. I did teach myself that. And, I just taught myself this the other day. And, what was the other one? Hold on, I gotta remember what was it. Oh, wait, give me a second, okay. See if you can recognize it. And... oh, well, I can't do the second part yet. I'm still teaching myself, but... well, whatever. Frere Jacques, yes, exactly. I'm teaching myself. Oops, wrong one. And, like I said, don't know. And soon you'll come home, home to my heart. So yeah, that's what I've taught myself thus far. I keep going live. Well, yeah, so TikTok is like a second job for me, and I really need to be making more because I work so hard, so much at my other job, and it feels like it just is never enough. And I think it's because of the gas to get there. So I'm like, if I can just get my TikTok to make enough money, like to supplement, going to work, then once the kids are home, I could live comfortably with them without needing any assistance. My goal is to not have any kind of assistance. People think, everyone like just wants it, but believe it or not, assistance doesn't cover everything. Like food assistance, that's all I would get. Food assistance doesn't cover everything. People are like, oh, you had kids because you wanted food stamps. It's like, why the fuck would I do that? I was 14. You think at 14 I had a baby because I wanted food stamps? No. And they don't give you enough to even cover the food. And what about Christmas? And what about bills? And what about clothes? And what about shoes? If I didn't have kids and I only had myself, it would be a lot cheaper. So why would I have kids for food stamps? That doesn't make sense. I'm not saying there aren't people who do that, but I feel like the only way that would work is if you starve your kids. Like, they would just not eat. So that's not an option. Soon you'll come home, home to my heart. Soon you'll come home, home. And the second part is home to my heart, but I haven't figured that part out yet. So, brush my hair, I actually have multiple times. So my hair is stringy, and it's probably a lot to do with the fact that when I was in the coma, a lot of my hair was just brushed out and ripped out. So even though I just brushed my hair, it still looks stringy. It's probably better if I like put it up because then you can't tell, but yeah, whatever. But I literally just brushed my hair like 10 minutes ago. Soon you'll come home, home to my heart. Soon you'll come home, home to my heart. If I keep dreaming of you, start believing it's true. Soon you'll come home to my heart. The hospital didn't rip my hair. The hospital just didn't take care of me. They didn't care. So my hair got matted. So when my sister came, she spent 4 hours trying to get the knots out for me. Otherwise, I would have had to have my head shaved. And it ripped a lot of my hair out. And so it was either that or, like I said, shave my head. So I just went this route. My hair takes too long to grow. Now, if my hair grew like my son Shadow, and if you don't know, Shadow is the one formerly known as Dash, I'm trying to switch over to calling him Shadow. Or you could call him Onyx. He prefers either. Soon you'll come home, home to my heart. Soon you'll come home, home to my heart. Look, I'm a performer now. Oh yeah, no, it was pretty awful. I don't like to think too much about being in the hospital because it gives me so much anxiety, but it was a horrible experience. People are like, oh, you were in a coma for a couple days, and it's like, okay, I was in a coma for nearly a week. And when I woke up, it wasn't like waking up from being asleep. It's not like, ugh, what a nap I had. All right, time to get up. When I woke up, I was so confused. I couldn't move. I didn't understand what was happening to me. I didn't understand that I still had, like, tubes going in my neck and my arms and my groin and in my privates. And, like, I didn't understand what was happening to me. And it took several days for me to become more aware of my surroundings, I guess you would say. Like, I did not know that I had, like there's because I had to have dialysis because my kidney was failing. It turns out they're the reason my kidney was failing, because they had this irrigation system going where they were pumping a bunch of fluid in me, and it was supposed to come out, but it wasn't. And so it was filling up my bladder and fucking overloading my kidney. And it got so bad that I had to pull the catheter aside and force myself to piss the bed. And it was horrible and it was embarrassing, and I had no choice. I was in tears. I was like begging, please give me a bedpan, please. And she's like, you're fine. You're fine. They just make you feel like you have to pee. You don't have to pee. You have a catheter. I was like, no, you don't understand. It hurts so bad. I was like in agony. And I fucking pulled that thing aside and just let the pee out. And at first I was peeing blood clots. Like blood clots. And they were like, oh, it's just your period. I was like, my period is over. It's blood clots. It's coming out of my pee hole. It's coming out still cold. Okay? The pee is coming out cold and full of blood. And so they figured out that they needed to stop the little irrigation system, and then my kidney started to improve, and it was a horrible, horrible experience. They had this thing going up my butt, and they were giving me medicine to give me diarrhea so that it would go into the thing going in my butt. And I was like, I'm awake now. I don't need this anymore. And then it started leaking. So I'm literally just sitting in a puddle of my own diarrhea and like begging them to take it out, and they wouldn't take it out. So I took it out, which I shouldn't have done, and I probably caused some damage, but I had to. I couldn't just sit there. They didn't want me to get out of bed. They told me no, I had to have physical therapy first, and I refused to wait for that. I just got up, and I was too weak, and it was hard, but it didn't matter. I wasn't going to just sit there and rot. I had to force myself up so that I could get stronger. Well, anyways, so that's what happened. Thank you, Fun Vibes and Chill. I appreciate your positive, supportive comments. So, soon you'll come home to my heart. Soon you'll come home to my heart. If I keep dreaming of you, I'll start believing it's true. Soon you'll come home to my heart. And then, of course, the Christmas one that I do, the wow, I accidentally hit this one with my nail. I gotta start over. Did I join karaoke hour? I have had a lot of time to heal from the coma. As far as it being self-inflicted, I've already told you I don't really have a memory of what happened. I was taking Tylenol for my wisdom teeth. I do remember being depressed. Genuinely do remember being extremely depressed, but I don't actively remember hurting myself. Either way, regardless, It was not like I wanted to be in a coma. You think I like it was like a strategic plan? You know what I'd like to do today? I'd like to be in a coma. I'd like to go through hell. And the mind can sometimes take a while to heal, and so can the body. It can take people years to heal from something like that. It's not as simple as you think it is. Like I said, a coma isn't, oh, I took a nap for a few days, I'm all better now. It has lasting impact on the whole body, the whole mind. And I have been healing, and I have been getting better, but I do still have my struggles. But I think that learning to crochet and learning music is therapeutic for my mind. I don't have the most mechanical mind. Like, fixing things is so overwhelming for me. Paperwork, also overwhelming for me. But art and music is different. It makes me feel more relaxed. And it seems to be the only thing I am able to learn right now. Like, I don't even know how I'm doing this. Like I said, I haven't listened to these songs in forever. I didn't look up. I don't even know what any of these notes are. I don't know what I'm doing. I just hear the notes and then I play with it until it sounds right. So. Was born, and I'm agnostic, so it's funny that this song is in my head. But and then Mary Had a Little Lamb is easy. You could literally play it anywhere as long as you're doing like every other. So like I could also do it. Like literally, Mary Had a Little Lamb is so easy, you can do it anywhere. But then I learned, this one was years ago, but I had to remember it. To be tuned. This is just a freaking ukulele. It's not even a guitar. It's just like I feel music lately, and I want to learn to sing, and I want to learn to play music. I want to express myself with music. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, divine, oh night, when Christ was born. Some guy is like the same shit over and over. He's yelling at his girlfriend or something. It's funny. literally teaching myself. So, okay, it's not perfect, but I'm teaching myself. Literally teaching myself. I feel like people say teaching themselves, and the people think, oh, you know, you're looking at a book, you're looking at notes. I'm not even doing that. I'm literally just hearing the notes, feeling the notes. So, yeah, it's not 100% perfect, but you guys are, like, watching me learn, so. All I have is a picture in my mind how it would be if we were together. Let's pretend that you're far away. Let's say you write to me, and you promise in your letter you'll come home to my... That's where I mess up. Heart. Soon you'll come home to my heart. Soon you'll come home to my heart. If I keep dreaming of you, start believing it's true. Soon you'll come home to my heart. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to teach myself, but I can only do so much, you know? Like I said, I don't have a guitar, I have a ukulele, and I'm teaching myself. No one ever taught me how to play, so I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just wanted to show you guys that I'm learning something, you know? I just want to share that with you. I feel like that's part of my healing journey, is discovering that I have music in me, that I have more of a musician's soul than I realized. And I should have known. Every time I see a piano, I need to touch it. Soon you'll come home to my heart. 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 Sorry, I accidentally forgot to lift my finger up off the one before it. I'm still learning. Thank you. Oh, what's going on? I just am learning how to play probably the guitar, but it's a ukulele. I think I need a guitar for what I'm doing. I don't feel good lately. I haven't eaten anything today, but it's because my stomach feels messed up lately. I've been trying to stop eating meat because my body really can't process it. I've been trying to get away from it more and more, but I did have a burger earlier this week. It's like, excuse me, sometimes my stomach just burns. So I didn't eat today. I got some water, and I had a Monster because I was gonna try to get the yard sale done. I think that I'm just gonna work on the house. I had this brilliant idea that I'm gonna have a girls' room and a boys' room for the little kids, and then Shadow and Darla will have their own room, and I'll have a room and a playroom. I was gonna have a pantry, but I'll worry about that later. Right now, playroom. In the future, I'll move the playroom to the basement, and then we'll have a breakfast room. Soon you'll come home to my heart. And it's hard, being alive. It's like everybody hates me because I was weak and I didn't feel like I could stand up to my ex who was abusive to me. if I had known how awful he was, if I had known sooner, you know, maybe I could have done things differently, but I didn't know. And my oldest is out here telling people that I knew more than I did, and I feel like that's really unfair, and it hurts my feelings a lot that somebody that I love and I trusted is like purposely twisting the situation to make me seem like this mean person when it's not even what happened. The thing that I did that was wrong, so in 2016, my daughter did say that she didn't know if she was a virgin. She never said, your husband abused me. What she said was, I don't know if I'm a virgin. And to be honest, I didn't believe anything happened. But I didn't like my ex. He had been disrespectful to her, to me. He would make inappropriate jokes. He would break our stuff if we tried to leave the house. He would disable the vehicle if we wanted to do anything together. I was only allowed to leave if I was with him or if I was going to work. Unless I specifically had his permission, like I wasn't allowed. And so I thought that she had made the decision to lie to get him in trouble so that he'd finally be gone. And like, it sounds terrible, but I felt so bad, okay? So in my mind, it was a justifiable lie. But just in case, just to be sure, I did take her to be examined. They told me she's a virgin. So to me, that's like, okay, so she is probably making it up. That's fine. But then I felt so bad. Like here he's getting arrested and he's getting in trouble and he didn't even do it. I mean, yeah, he's an asshole and he breaks our stuff and he makes inappropriate jokes and he used to slap her on the ass, which I hated. It was disgusting. It was vulgar to me. Like, how are you, like, that's not okay. And he'd be like, you just don't know because you don't have a dad. I hated it. She hated it and it needed to stop. But I'm like, but that's not what he's being accused of. And I just felt guilty and I felt terrible. And I fucking cried and cried and cried and cried. And then my daughter was like, you know what? Nothing happened. And I was like relieved. I'm like, okay, we can't be like saying he did something he didn't do, you know? So when she wanted to recant, I was like, thank fucking God he didn't do it. Because I was like, did he or didn't he? Like, I truly believed he didn't, okay? But there was still but did he? But when she recanted, I was like, fucking good. Obviously, she just wanted him gone. So before he could come back, he had to do anger management, and he had to do therapy, and he had to show that he was changed and he wasn't going to be disrespectful anymore. And when he came back, he really had changed. He was not disrespectful to her anymore. Never ever slapped her on the ass again. Their relationship was completely different. They would like drink together, joke together. If anything, they would like team up against me in situations like it was them against me. But overall, it seems like the problem was gone. So when people say, oh, he raped your daughter and you stayed with him. No, he didn't grape my daughter. He was inappropriate, but I did not know anything until years later. All I knew was, I don't know if I'm a virgin. Oh, she is a virgin. Oh, just kidding. I take it back. So, do you understand from my perspective? I did not know anything. All I knew is he was an asshole. We wanted him gone. She said something happened, and I was all like, you know what? Yup, something happened. Like I thought it was like yeah, something happened. But I didn't tell her to say something happened. I thought it was like, she was saying it and I'm like, okay, something happened, like let's get rid of him kind of thing. But like I said, I felt so guilty, like this isn't right, he didn't do anything, he shouldn't be getting in trouble for it. I felt sick to my stomach, like he's sitting in jail for something he didn't do. Little did I know he did. Little did I know he actually deserved it. I did not know until years later. And when I first was told, again, I wasn't told any kind of details. It was super vague, and I still didn't know. And I just couldn't accept it. It was like 1 minute I'm like, oh my God, he's a piece of shit, kicked him out. And then the next minute it's like, oh, he's just coming over to help out. I don't know how to explain it other than it was as if I would get some sort of amnesia. It's like I couldn't believe it. I couldn't accept it, and I would forget. And it was like a temporary forget. I would remember again, and I'd be like, oh my God, why are you in my house, you fucking horrible person? Get out. I'm sorry, I get myself worked up like when I think about it. And I'm trying not to have panic attacks anymore. But it's like he would trick me. I don't know. I just want my family. I don't know why I'm being accused of this. I'm innocent. So to me, it was like, until I know for sure, I don't know what to do. And then I was having the health issues, and Donnie was having the health issues, and I couldn't deal with it. I wasn't told, like I said, I wasn't told what happened until recently, like literally so recently, like a few months ago. I didn't know. I just knew that something may have happened. And I did kick him out. Should I have gone to the police immediately? Maybe that would have been the correct thing, and probably it would have been the correct thing, but the people who were saying he hurt them would not agree to go to the police, and there was nothing I could do. I actually learned a long time ago, because it's just the way it is. If I say he was abusive, because I did this before, I went to a domestic violence shelter because if he was abusing me, and they didn't believe me. It was my word against his, and that's one thing that I was afraid of. I'm like, okay, so let's say he's guilty. Let's say he's guilty and he really is a bad person, and I call the cops and they take him away, but nobody believes me, and his victims will not testify, so it's my word against his. And then what? What if he still is able to get joint custody? He gets joint custody, and now the kids are alone at his house, and I can't protect them at all. So it was almost as if I had this false sense of security that if he's kicked out, but he just comes over to help, then the kids who don't know he's a bad person will still have their dad, and I'll still have help with the things I need help with, and he can't hurt anybody, you know? Like, that's how I imagined it, you know? So it sucks, and it sucks that everybody's pissed off and they blame me, but I was in this really shitty situation where I was very sick and didn't know if I was going to die, and my son was very sick and I didn't know if he was going to die, and it was just so hard and so heavy, and I needed help, and the only person who was helping me was the person who hurt me, who hurt my family. I didn't know what to do. And, you know, I feel like if I could go back with the mind I have now, maybe I would have done things very differently, but I couldn't at that time. And if you know anything about narcissistic abuse, maybe you'll understand what I'm saying. And if you don't, you're going to be like, what a piece of shit. What do you mean you had amnesia? What do you mean you couldn't believe it? I don't know what to tell you other than that's just what happened. And I felt so bad about it. People are like, oh, take accountability. It's like, do you think I didn't blame myself? Do you think I didn't fucking hate myself and blame myself and say, how did I not know? For years, you know, I've blamed myself, and I'm trying to forgive myself and let go of the past and recognize that, you know, I was just in a bad situation with a person that manipulated me and abused me, and I was scared and frozen and I didn't know what to do. And that doesn't mean that I'm a bad person. It means I was a person in a bad situation. And other people are like, no, you were a bad person. Fuck you. And it's like, okay, fine. You can believe that if you want. But I know my heart. I know that I love my family. And I know that I hated my ex. But it was just a bad situation that I just didn't know what to do. And maybe if COVID hadn't just happened, and maybe if I wasn't in the hospital, in and out of the hospital, and maybe if my son wasn't in and out of the hospital, maybe if I wasn't already so scared and vulnerable, I would have been strong enough to deal with the situation, and I couldn't. And I've literally apologized already to my oldest. I've literally apologized so many times. I'm so sorry that I didn't believe you. I'm so sorry that I didn't know. I'm so sorry I didn't do more. But what could I do when the victims wouldn't even say anything? As soon as a victim was willing to say something, he was completely out of the picture. Sorry, my anxiety starts acting up and it makes me feel weak. Anyways. So now I have to try to heal my mind and forgive myself for the things that I couldn't do, while the people person that should have been healing with me has decided that I'm the enemy, and that is so heartbreaking because this should have been our time to heal together. Why create new problems that didn't need to exist? Why would you do that? Like, I don't understand. We should have been together with this. We should have been healing together. We should have been fighting him together. We should have been a family. And I feel like someone got in her ear and just convinced her that I was a piece of crap. I mean, she was messaging me talking about, oh, I read this, I saw the screenshots, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, what are you even talking about? And accusing me of things I didn't do because some person decided to make a fake account pretending to be me and leaving vulgar comments and messaging themselves and just being a piece of shit. Honestly, I wish I could just sue that person, but it's probably a minor. It's probably a kid. So there's nothing I can do anyways. Part of me is like, do I really want to heal a relationship with somebody who abandoned me when I needed them most?